I'm speaking a little bit quietly because I'm in my flat in London now. I've moved here officially. That's why the background's super boring. Hopefully I can kind of zhuzh it up in the coming weeks. I think this video is going to go up before a different haul video I have, but I just picked up a few things from Chanel that I'm so excited about. Two of them I got today, and then some other stuff I got a few days ago, but I put it back in its boxes and bag for you to be fun to unbox. So I'm probably going to get right into it, and this will be a little bit shorter, but I'll start out. So I was in Covent Gardens the other day, and they have a Chanel makeup store, like just makeup and perfume, and I think they had some sunglasses there too. So that's where I got these first couple of items. And the first thing that I got was this Chanel concealer in the shade BR02, and it's honestly, I think, a perfect match for my skin tone, which I was super excited about because it'll be good for concealing blemishes, which I had some on. I did wear this today, this morning. Just kind of put it on so you can see. Now it looks lighter than my skin, I promise. It's a good match. I just have red skin right now because I have sensitive skin and I touched my face. If anyone can relate to that, please let me know, because if you look in the right light, my neck is like bright red currently. But yeah, I really like it so far. It's lasted most of the day concealing. I have a couple blemishes that popped up this week, which is kind of a bummer, but this has been really good. And I was worried because I thought it would be too dry. But if you're using it for spot concealing, I think it's just the right amount of dryness where it's not going to move around, but it's not going to make your skin look like decrepit, you know what I mean? So highly recommend so far. I guess we'll have to see in the next couple weeks if I still recommend it, because I've only worn it today. But, I don't know if I would recommend it for your under eyes if you have drier skin like I do, but overall, pretty good. Just for context too, I used to work at Sephora and as a makeup artist, so I know a little bit about makeup, but it's been so long that, like, don't take me as some kind of beauty YouTuber, because I'm not, but I do like that stuff. Alright, so the next thing that I bought is this Gabrielle de Chanel perfume. I've had this before. I really like it. I needed to pick up another one because last time I was at the airport before coming to London, they broke it in my suitcase. I was dumb and I left the bottle, just like the glass bottle, in the front pocket of my suitcase, and you know what happens at the airport. Bad things happen to your suitcase at the airport, and it always comes back looking significantly darker and like disturbingly scruffier when it comes out into the little pickup bag. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, don't put nice perfume bottles in the front pocket of your suitcase. I've learned that much. So this perfume is a little difficult to describe. I'd say it's definitely a floral, but it's kind of a warm floral. The notes are kind of sweet in a very elegant way. It's more sophisticated. It's definitely a more mature perfume and classy, but it's not floral in like that old lady perfume kind of way that a lot of people don't appreciate. But yeah, I think I recommend it for most fashion girlies. That's kind of what I think of when I think of this perfume. And I would like to wear it to kind of like a fancy dinner, like in the city, you know, with like your little black dress and some heels, like, and those like round hoop earrings that everyone's wearing right now, like the thick ones. Like that's what I envision for that perfume, and it's really good. I really recommend it. It's always been one of my favorites. All right, on to the fun part, which are the bigger boxes. I have to figure out, I think this is, we'll see what this is. There's one I want to save for last, and I do have, originally I went to Dior today and I was planning on picking up a book tote, I put in my wish list video that I really wanted a book tote, specific the Jardin d'Hiver, sorry if I butchered that pronunciation, a winter garden pattern. And I have a sales associate who's super friendly, super great guy, who was looking for it for me, and he said he found it. And then he was sick today, which I hope he's feeling better, but the person who was taking care of me in his stead was like, the whole situation was super odd and left me feeling very like icky, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if she was intentionally being that way or not, so I'm not gonna like point any fingers or say any names, but it was just, I'll do a story time. I think I have another haul video coming up with some Dior items and some random stuff I picked up just kind of for my flat now that I'm here that I'm gonna add to that. And yeah, I'll talk about that story time, I think, then. And it resulted in me kind of needing some retail therapy at Chanel, which resulted in, let's see, let me pick up my camera and show off this unboxing really nice. So here we are. And it comes with the two, you can probably tell by now this is shoes. The two shoe, I'm bad at this. Bags, I think they call it dust bags. So I got these Ballet Flats and I'm super excited about them. But they're basically the trend right now, which is the Ballet Flat, size 36.5. And they're so cute. They're like a purpley pink tweed. And they're just very classic. I don't own a single pair of Ballet Flats. I think I did in middle school. Like, yeah, but they're, I think, going to serve me well. And I know they'll be comfy walking shoes. And they've got the little double C logo on them. I'm really excited. And my sales associate at Chanel, guys, I've heard negative things. And you know, back when I was in Minnesota, I did have not negative experiences per se, but just like not positive experiences at Chanel. Like the people were just really standoffish, and if I get that vibe, like I will wander around the store and look and just kind of dip. I'm not gonna like interact with you or buy stuff from you. But oh my god, look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. I think I've always loved Ballet Flats. I remember when I was in middle school, I got rid of my old pair. Like, I was really bummed about it, but they were destroyed. And I just never got a new one because they weren't really around or in style or available to purchase. And now I have the Chanel ones, which are like the original. And I knew when Ballet Flats came back, I know the Miu Miu ones are really in. I can show here what I'm talking about. But these are the classics, and I think they'll be around a lot longer. And I wear a decent amount of purple, a decent amount of pink and black, and blues even, maybe even reds could go with these shoes. So I think they're gonna be really versatile. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Okay, this is like, when I tell you that sales associate was the nicest guy I've met, I think I told him about the story of what happened to me at Dior before. Never met this guy. And I think he either pitied me or he just really liked me or appreciated the way I handled it. I don't know, but he was just super friendly. And I asked him, I'm like, you know, I'm kind of open to a variety of bags right now. I'm just kind of shopping around. I really like tweed, so I was looking for tweed and silver hardware. And he takes out, like when I tell you, he took out like 3 classic flaps in seasonal colors that are hard to get. Like he was showing me these, and like there was the bright pink one and the like kind of, I don't even know, like aqua, like bright aqua blue one and all of that stuff. And he was showing me these bags that I've only ever seen like online. Like I haven't even seen anybody have them in person. And I'm like, are you allowed to show me all these? Like I always feel like they lie and tell you that they don't have the bag when they do. Like these are the bags that, like, you're not allowed to have, but you can look, you know? And he took out this one. And again, never been to the Chanel location. I didn't know this guy. He could tell I was having a rough day. And he offered me this bag, which is like, it's tweed, so to be fair, tweed is generally less desirable at Chanel, even though I like it more. But it's still, guys, let's see if I can give it a hug. Oh my god. Okay, here she is. Oh my goodness, look at her. Can you see that? So it is a red and black, and like there's bits of green and silver with silver hardware, which I have said before and I'll say again. I am a silver hardware girl through and through. A tweed mini classic flap. A mini rectangular classic flap. Like after never having gone, sorry about that, my camera was acting funny. After never having gone to the Chanel boutique before and never having requested a mini classic flap, I said I liked little bags. I didn't expect him to show up with a mini classic flap. I was stoked. And the price, see if I can find it. They might still have it on the bag somewhere. It was like 3,700 pounds. Because it's tweed, it's a little cheaper than the leather. Like, I know that's still a lot for a bag, don't get me wrong, but just all the bags, I mean, I've looked at mini classic flaps, and I remember like one of my, not negative, but just kind of like, okay, you didn't have to do that experiences at Chanel was when I went in there asking if they had a mini classic flap. I didn't know any better in the Minnesota location, and they kind of just like laughed at me and they're like, the wait list is 50 people long or something like that. And I came in here and I was like, oh, I like mini bags, I like tweed, and I like silver. And he's like, here's a mini classic flap, just have it. Like, it's yours. So I'm super excited to style this. Red is not a color I typically wear. I wear a lot of silver, I wear a lot of black, I wear a lot of green. And if you look carefully, there is some green, sorry for my nails, like embedded in this. It's beautiful, and it's like plaid. This is like one of the most beautiful bags I have, quite frankly, ever seen in my life. I'm sure it's a hit or miss bag for a lot of people, as is a lot of Chanel tweeds. But for me, this is like kind of a dream bag. And it happened after that weird experience at Dior. And yeah, so I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are too. I do have another haul coming up that is not Chanel. Basically everything I got that wasn't at Chanel. But I wanted to make a special one because this bag was so special and this day was so special because of the sales associate. He was so nice. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. Again, click subscribe. It looks like I might be making a few more of these while I'm here in London. So yeah, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks.